Hello everybody, Kara here, Twisted Throttle Adventures on YouTube. We have been home for a few days now from our Ride Epic Freedom Ride 2026. What we did is rode 10,000 kilometers, Mike on his Super Tenere 1200, a 2019, and me on the 2025 Canyon XT. We rode approximately 7,000 kilometers of highway, long stretches of northern highways. They're all straight. They just go and go and go. Beautiful. And then approximately 3,000 kilometers of dirt, gravel, dust, sand, potholes, washboard, you name it. We rode these bikes through it. And we did it very successfully. But some are wondering, like, what is the difference between riding this on a trip like that or a two-wheel bike on a trip like that? Both did very well, but both are a little different. And if you're looking into buying a three-wheel, this might be beneficial for you to weigh out what you lose, the pros and cons of what you gain, and we'll go from there. First of all, just to give you some of the specs on these two amazing machines. The Super Tenere has 7.5 inches of travel on the front and the back. The Canyon XT has 10 inches in the front, a whopping 10 inches in the front, and over 9 inches in the rear. And so that's amazing, but there's a reason for that. This machine weighs 1,036 pounds. This one weighs 584 pounds. That's wet. This is dry. 1,036 pounds dry. So you probably add on another at least 50 pounds. It really doesn't matter. The machine is quite capable even at the weight that it's at. We have 112 horsepower here. I think that might be your typical 1200 adventure bike on two wheels, and then we have 115 horsepower here. On the Tenere, we have 86.3 pounds of torque at 6,000 RPM. On the Canyon, we have 115 horsepower and 96 pounds of torque at 5,000 RPM. The Super Tenere 1200 here can carry 90 liters in its side cases. There is no rear case. And by the way, the Tenere from the dealer does not come with the luggage. It's a separate buy. It also has all this room back here. Mike has roto packs that he puts on here. He carries water here, he carries fuel here, and that makes this about this high, and then he puts his big dry bag and anything else he wants back here. But his overall payload is only 440 pounds. So let's turn our attention to the Canyon. We have 3 luggage cases with a total of 120 liters of packing room, which is amazing. So we have the 2 on the side, the 1 on the back. When I go on an adventure that is extended, I will use the side cases, but I do not use the rear case. For this area here, which is very comparable to the room on the back of the Tenere, I will carry 17 liters of fuel and a dry bag on that, and then a great big huge dry bag here. My 2 side cases will be full of equipment to use. I can carry a payload of 617 pounds. That is a lot. I probably would never do that, but basically for this trip, I think I carried, not including myself in the weight, I think I carried at least 200 pounds on the back of my bike, given everything that I had taken, camping equipment, clothes, everything, just everything for an adventure that was very successful. And actually, in another video, I will be telling you what to bring if you're going to go on an adventure like this. So the other thing about a one-track bike is if you put anything over 100 pounds on it, and it's not even, it makes it very difficult to go slow. That is something that you have to watch on a two-wheel bike is even distribution of your weight if you're carrying a lot of weight. And that's what adventure riding is. You take everything with you, your tent, your sleeping bag, your food, your cooking utensils, your clothes, all that stuff, extra fuel, tools, all that stuff. So you have to be very, very careful on distributing the weight evenly so that the bike rides well. This, no problem. I can throw anything on this any way I want, and it doesn't affect the weight at all, of course, because it has 3 wheels. Another good thing about this, he has a Rotopack system there. I have the Link system. So no bungee cords, no straps, nothing, no nets, just clip on. There's 2 spaces here for it. One is under here, the other ones are right here. And that's what links my fuel caddy on. Then on top of my fuel caddy, I have another dry bag, and then the big dry bag, which is not part of the Link system, so I actually do strap it down to the bars just behind the passenger foot pegs. So that's a huge advantage. Now, what about riding? That's what we really want to know, isn't it? So, both are great on the highway. Both have tons of power, great passing capacity. He gears down when he's passing a semi or 2 at once. I do the same. I gear down to 5th gear, rev her up, and just let her go. And works really, really well. Smooth, cornering is no problem, comfortable. I love the seating position on this. I never get sore. I'm in a very comfortable seating position, one where I can stand easily. Mike, as well as many other, others that ride the Tenere get shoulder pain. And I know this because he's researched it and trying to find out what other Tenere riders do that eases that shoulder pain. I'm not sure what it is. We're still looking into that, other than Advil. For me, no problem. No soreness, no nothing. I mean, the usual stops at 2 to 3 hours is normal for any bike rider. So on the Demster Highway, on dirt and gravel and sand, all good, all good. Potholes, of course, single track can go around them. He might be slowing down a little bit, and if he hits one, big deal. It's not a big deal, and he's told me that it's not a big deal, but he still tries to miss them because sometimes there's a sequence of them where it's impossible. The canyon, you definitely need to slow down. If they're just shallow, just cruise right through. You get up to a certain speed where you feel that the tires are just floating over these. But the deeper ones, the bigger ones, definitely have to slow down. A lot of times, I could plan where the potholes went between the body and the wheel on either side. And most of the time, if I had to hit a pothole, it was with the rear, which was not really a big deal. But if I'm hitting potholes on both sides, on the front wheels, it's hard on the steering. It's hard on your arms. It really shakes the machine up, but obviously the machine can take it. It did really, really well. Washboard, the same thing. Deep washboard. We were in washboard that was, it had to be 4 or 5 inches deep in between the humps, and very, very difficult for both of us. When we were talking to the many other riders that were up there, they all said the same thing. Whoa, wasn't that section between Inuvik and Tuktoyaktuk horrible? And these were 2-wheel riders. So yeah, they don't like this either. And it's the same on the canyon. You just need to slow down. And for me, that is not a big deal. It's all about where you're going, what you're seeing. There's so much to see on the Demster Highway. Why do you just want to fly through it? I mean, we have 24-hour daylight, so yeah. Where the canyon shines is in sand or gravel. No problem at all. I can put it in rally mode or all road mode and just get some slip on the back wheel, and she just keeps going. No worries for tipping, no worries for going off the road, no nothing. Whereas on this one, I've heard Mike in the comms in my helmet struggling with the deep gravel. This bike on that trip had tipped 3 times. One was from wind, the other 2 were from riding in the terrain that was causing the bike to become unstable, such as deep sand or deep gravel. So no problem here. Super confident building when you're in a terrain like that. Care and consideration if you're riding deep gravel and sand with a 1-track. Standing on both bikes is great. We do it a lot when we're on the highway and we come to towns where the speed limit slows down to 70 or 80. We just stand and give ourselves a stretch and then continue on. For the potholes on this, it's best to stand, slow down and stand. It's not that you can't do it. This machine will do it. It's strong, it's resilient, it's actually pretty amazing. I'm so impressed. But yeah, standing is very, very helpful. Not so much going uphill because you're kind of holding your body weight there and it gets somewhat tiring. I've never heard Mike say that about his Tenere here, that standing was uncomfortable in any way ever. So, you know, weigh the difference. Stability here in all cases, deep gravel, sand, highway, corners, speed, whatever it is. Same with this bike until you get into something that's loose. Of course, he does turn the traction control off so that it doesn't miss a beat anywhere, but still, it is a challenge. He also had challenges on a bridge. Again, that all the riders that we talk to that are riding 2-wheel, hey, how about that bridge in Tesla? Oh my goodness, that's horrible. They should do something about that. It's a really, really long bridge. It's made of sort of like metal netting, and the strips of metal are that close, and so the bikes are going like this, and they feel very, very uncomfortable with it. I actually have a video of that. I'll probably do a short on that. It's kind of comfortable, but he doesn't like it, and neither do any of the other 2-wheel riders. So in comparison wise, they're both great. What can I say? I just love this machine. It's a real brute. It's a 2019. There's never been any problems. The Can-Am Canyon is 2025, fairly new, but going strong and dependable. I love it. I will stay with 3 wheels, and that's just me. This is my 3-wheel adventure bike. Okay, I think that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have any more questions, please do put them in the comments and we'll talk about it. Okay, have a great day. Bye for now.